What is going on, guys? It is MrAnTony here with a brand new video. And as you guys can see, I'm finally in Hog Mountain. Okay, so if you hopped on this video, you're here to see how to make a better deck in Clash Royale. But before I start, I want to say thank you for 100 subscribers. Last time I checked, I was like at 125. I know I'm kind of late on saying thank you. I hit it by maybe like a week ago, I think, or almost 2 weeks ago, but yeah, I finally hit 100 subs. So yeah, thank you guys for the support and stuff. And yeah, I finally hit Hog Mountain. I know I've been in, I was a long time in jungle. But okay, so this is my deck. Feel free to use it if you want. I've actually gotten into arenas pretty high with this. I think I made it in Frozen Peak, or was it jungle? I made it one of these two, and I'm still currently using it, and I'm still able to use it in Hog Mountain right now. And I'm a level 9 in Hog Mountain, which is pretty good if you ask me, because there's like a lot of level 10s, and there's level 11s. But I should go against a lot of level 10s, and I'm still barely in here, barely. So yeah, this is my deck, and you don't have to copy this deck, but basically, in a deck, to have a good deck, you need to have a tank troop, which I use the bowler. Basically a troop that can take damage and be a good distraction. Like troops well, they cost a lot more. Like the giant is a good tank troop. Giant skeleton is also a good troll too. The P.E.K.K.A, royal giant, and the golem. The golem's a really good one. It just uses a lot of elixir. So you have to place it in the back and get an elixir and have cards they can spawn. You can use faster. Well, if it's on double elixir, you can use it more. You're gonna need defensive troops, which I use a giant skeleton, but you know how you can one hit giant a skeleton army, not giant skeleton. You know, you can one hit these to say they had arrows or a splash damage troop like the wizard. Or a zap spell, they can just counter the skeleton army so easily. Then I'll switch over to the elite barbarians to start using those. So I either use these as defense, if I can use these for defense, or I'll sometimes use these as offense, but I like to use these as a defense and then use it as a counter push. It's attack the troops and they go down to the tower, maybe put a troop with it and see if it'll work. The battle ram's offense, I usually set that up with the boulder, sometimes a wizard. But this is just to get damage fast, because it charges straight to the tower. It won't hit anything else except for buildings, defensive buildings or spawners, which that's the only counter to this card. And I have a wizard. You're always gonna need a splash damage troop. Also the baby dragon, just in case I minions or skeleton army. It'll be really easy to counter. Arrows. I have arrows because once again you could take down a minion horde, which is probably it's 5 elixir. So you're taking down a 5 elixir card with the 3 elixir card, which is a really good elixir trade for you, but not your opponent. And this is also good to counter goblin barrels, because now people used to use zaps for that, but if you use a zap, it'll barely almost kill them. They'll have very little health left, but they'll still survive one hit from the zap. So you have an arrow, or perfectly fine. I have a musketeer for I guess defense and offense, just for some range. I usually put it up with a push with a boulder and a ram, and I should put the musketeer in the back. I do use the miner. I use it for chip damage and also a distraction. Just say I want to send down the battle ram to the tower. I put the miner at the tower so the archer can target on the miner, and then so I won't target on the battle ram as it's running down, so it won't take less damage, just in case they say they throw down a skeleton army. I'll throw an arrow at that, so this can probably still survive. So yeah, that's basically my deck. Feel free if you guys want to use it. Just make sure to have a tank troop to take damage. You want to have defensive cards, okay? An offensive card, maybe a chip damage. You can even use a princess too if you want. Always have arrows, okay? Like, well, you don't have to maybe have like a spell or something, but like I've always been rolling with arrows since day one. Like, I've always had it in my deck. Even when I first started, I had arrows. And I'm like, I really like this card, and I just kept it in my deck for like ever. Like, I tried using a deck without arrows one time, and it just wasn't going so well for me. I tried using Jab Spell, but wasn't really liking it. And then you always need a splash damage tree because people like to throw down the bait cards. And it was a really good counter against, especially like the Goblin game. Minions, minion hordes, and also the Executioner is a good thing for that too. Like things that can take down stuff really fast. Like the one-hit troops, since like let's say, even a witch is good like that. Let's say a P.E.K.K.A can't do that because it hits one at a time. The Executioner can hit multiple at once. And maybe if you want, throw down a defensive card into your deck too. Like I used to roll defensive cards, but like in this deck, I don't really need one. Like maybe if I made another one, I might put one in. But like defensive cards are really good. I guess spawners I'm not really a big fan of spawners. The only spawners I used to use was the Goblin Hut and the Furnace, but I don't really use those cards no more. Throw down spells if you want. So like really good pushes. Hog Rider's another good offensive card, stuff that targets straight towards the towers or buildings, because they can counter you with that, like a Furnace. But stuff that like targets more on the towers, like it won't get distracted by any troop. And yeah, that's basically it. Like, Valkyrie, good defensive troop. You just have to have a wide variety. Like I said, if they're able to counter my skeleton army, I have a Elite Barbarians to back that up. So basically, it's kind of have like, just say if they're able to counter one-year cards, have a card to back it up. Basically, if you want to like help it out, because if I can use my skeleton army, I have my Barbarians use as defense. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, and feel free to use this deck. Like, I don't really care. I've been really good with it. I don't think I'll be changing it anytime soon. Maybe once I get too close to Arena 11, if it's not working well for me, then I'll probably have to change it. But yeah, and comment down your deck so I can take a look at it if you want, and share your deck so people can look at it if you want to share your decks to anybody. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And also, thank you so much for